your right.
Get up, stand up.
Hey.
Stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight.
Don't give up the fight.
Hey!
What's happening?
Hey, y'all! Hey, y'all!
Hey, back with you. The best 15 good minutes ever.
Ever.
You got here with you, Kirking Out, along with
Shy. How y'all doing?
what's going on. You can play. You will show up. You will do as I tell you, and that's it. You're here not to have a voice.
You are here not to kneel
Shut up and run.
like a slave.
Terrible.
Terrible.
That's y'all NFL though.
NFL.
Roger Goodell, he Donald Trump Jr.
Very much. Slave master.
Wow.
Right?
I would
Prison foreman. Warden.
Yeah. And I ain't talking about the good one from Life, from the movie Life. No, I'm talking about this one right here is like,
Yeah. We'll put you in the hole.
yeah, solitary. Whole time.
Whole time.
Terrible.
This is crazy.
So for those that don't know what we're talking about the NFL ban, where the NFL commissioner, Roger Goodell, and the NFL, they say it's a unanimous vote, but the San Francisco 49ers owner did not participate in this vote.
Where was he at?
He just didn't choose the vote.
Oh.
He was there, but he didn't choose the vote. He didn't want to voice one way or another.
So if you don't vote, pretty much you're for it.
Or you choose not to take a position to look bad against the others. Who knows? In my opinion, nothing at all is worse than...
But my question, so they just know he didn't participate, but they don't know who voted yes and who voted no.
There's 32 teams in the NFL. 31 teams said they were for this ban. Only one of the 32 didn't say anything one way or another.
Oh, okay.
Of those that did say yes, the Jets owner said that he would pay the fine
if his players
expressed
it. But my thing is, if you pay the fine, then why did you? I didn't know that part. So why did he vote yes for the ban in the first place? If he's going to pay, if he's telling his players yes, you can still kneel. I'm going to pay for it.
Scared to stand up for what's right.
Get up, stand up. That's crazy.
I mean, first of all, I got a
didn't know
problem
that.
with the NFL owners in the first place. There's not one minority owner amongst them.
Right.
And of the 32, there's only one publicly owned team, which is the Green Bay Packers. The rest of them are
Passed down.
pretty much rich folks that don't look like us.
Yeah. But wasn't Diddy trying to
And they sold that organization to, first off, that whole process of the selling. So the owner said, if you're coming in less than 2.5 billion, don't even think about it. The team sold for 2.2. That 2.5 price tag scared a lot of like potential groups away. And I'm not sure if Diddy's group was, intimidated by the 2.5. I'm pretty sure Diddy and his group could have definitely come up with 2.5.
Totally.
I'm definitely sure, but they didn't. Or I don't know what the process
Something
was, but he didn't pursue. The team sold for 2.2.
Yeah, so we need to have some of our faces in these. We
need to be in these boards. We need to be in that.
Yeah, we need to have a seat at the table.
And on top of that, with the ban going through, the owners didn't consult with the NFLPA, which is the National Football League Players Association.
Yeah, they
so
did it.
They the masters made a decision
Like a dictatorship
for the players without consulting the players or the union. But you know what? Like, in all honesty, I can't really blame too much on the owners. It's the players' fault.
How so?
The African American community makes up more than 80% of the NFL.
They're the NFL.
Only in of the 32 teams, how many African American quarterbacks are there? I'm not sure, but it's not many. It's not even 5. Can't be.
It's small.
Right? But we make up majority of the skill positions on these teams.
Running back.
Most of your marquee players, your jerseys, are African American players. But they refuse to stand up, come together, and say, you know what? Enough is enough. I won't stand for this.
And we won't play.
And we won't play.
I'm curious. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see how this plays out for the season. If they, I know there's going to be some other form of protest to express how angry we are and the frustrations that we have with this nation besides kneeling. And I know they are smart enough to come up with something else to defy what they just put into place. So we're going to see. We were talking off the camera. We were talking about like how they did the holdout when they wanted more money. If they do something like that with a holdout to release this ban or to allow them to, you know, exercise their First Amendment right, I think that would be mind-blowing and really like history making for this generation if they choose to do something like that, and it'll be super powerful. So I don't know, we're gonna see. I think they're gonna do something. I don't think they're just gonna be, I'm hoping that they're not just gonna be puppets and just sit out there with their helmets on their arms and, you know.
Which that's covered in the policy, right? So real, for those who don't know also as well, the United States military pays the NFL to have the colors presentation. They pay them to have like these emotional color guards
something
and
to get you all going.
all of this, which is all a big ploy and a plot to get recruitment numbers up. You know, back in like 2008, 9, the NFL first bought into this. And if you think back, for those who are old enough to remember or whatever who are aware, this was a big time within the Operation Enduring Freedom and New Dawn, all of that, the Iraq situation, right? They wanted to increase their numbers, to get soldiers in there, to get people into the military, for more lives to run off to fight another war for this country.
Did y'all know that? I didn't.
The NFL in like 2014 or 15 refunded the DOD $724,000 after the NFL, like after the military has been paying into the NFL for flyovers. So when you see the jets flying over stadiums, when you see the military out there on the field presenting colors, the big flags that roll out, when military members come through, like the air assault and all of these big flashy things that the military does on national TV for these games. The military paid for it. So you're really not endorsing or supporting your troops, because exactly, it's nothing but promotion. So
PR.
And within the agreement, the agreement says that the soldiers, players will stand on the field as the colors are presented with their helmets under their left arm, standing at attention through the whole process of the colors being presented. And anyone who's not there will be fined.
How you gonna tell me where I should stand when a song is being played?
As a
that a black
man
wrote, by the way.
As a service member, I feel like I fought. So if you want to not protest, if you want to protest, take a knee, by all means. You're not disrespecting me or the battle buddies that I've lost, that I've served with. There's no disrespect to that. We fight for the freedoms of those that are in this country.
Right.
So therefore, if you want to protest it, that's fine. No disrespect.
Like I posted on Instagram a few days ago. It's like, if they were as mad as a knee in Freddie Gray's back, none of this stuff, a kneeling knee wouldn't even matter, right? But they're mad at the wrong things. They're mad because we're letting our voices be heard, and they want to silence that. But as I was telling you earlier, like, you didn't silence us. You're not going to silence us. You're only making us stronger, and you just contributed a major amount to the movement. Because listen, it's about to get real. They're going to come up with some other protest. I'm telling you, something's about to happen, or it's going to be more boycotts on the NFL in more ways than one, I believe, in this next season. So we're going to see.
Listen, fans, I understand it was all great and good, but you have to take a strong stance in not going to games, not buying paraphernalia, not watching.
A true boycott.
A true boycott, like we did in the 60s with the bus. We have to do it on the NFL. Otherwise, it's going to continue to. The NFL is the only organization that wants players and athletes to be quiet.
Right, like the NBA hasn't done anything for their players or to punish them or penalize them in any way. And that's good, and they better not jump on this bandwagon.
Man, listen.
But yeah, I mean, we boycotted last year. Definitely boycotting it this year. And it's unfortunate that an organization that has that many black players chooses to treat them in this way. It's like a slap in the face, I believe. This is where all your money is coming from, but you want us to be your puppets, right?
They pay the athletes less. The teams, the organization gets money hand over fist. Have you seen what the networks pay the NFL?
How much?
Like, I think the last agreement with, I want to say ESPN or one of those viewing services. It's like in the billions.
And then
But yet they don't have a guaranteed contract for any player in the NFL, which is one of the most violent sports that we have in the country.
Right.
Which is probably one of the most lucrative sports agencies in the country. Like, come on, take care of them. You have to.
And they're not taking
But
care
then
of
the athletes are not taking care of themselves. And this, like, I hate to go back to Ye, but he kind of onto something with this free choice because you have the choice to play.
Now that, yeah, I mean, when we talked about that last time on the show, like when he was talking about slavery is a choice, if he's, using this to today's mindset, yes, it's a choice. But if he was talking about back in the slave days, then nah. But yeah, it is a choice. Are you going to be a puppet or are you going to be your own individual? And this is like what I was saying. I hope they make the latter choice, like standing up and making their voice louder than ever by doing something radical.
I've gotten into soccer. Look, it's way more exciting.
The real football.
The real football, right? It's way more exciting. The DC United are about to put like a beautiful stadium right here in the Washington metropolitan area.
It's going to be nice.
It's going to be great. Baseball has definitely given me a resurgence. I like baseball well over like football for what? No.
And you got the Caps. Well, Penguins for me.
What?
I'm a Pittsburgh fan. The Pens all the way.
Well, the Cats put them out, so
For the first time ever in like how long?
Listen.
How many Stanley Cups do we have?
For the first time ever, the NFL players are going to stand up and do something that's right.
They are. They're going to do something.
What is Jim Brown saying?
Has he made a comment?
I haven't heard anything. He got to say something.
He probably. Does he still live in Cleveland?
I saw him at a game. I don't know where he lives at.
He hasn't said anything from what I heard.
There's not one.
The only one I had said something was Colin Kaepernick. That's the only one that I saw.
I hate to go like right back to this, but like that the Willie Lynch letter really is like making a huge impact in today's society amongst us. In the letter, he says, "Hang the runner, hang the leader." So that all the other potential runners know what the consequences are. They see Colin being ostracized, blackballed, and they scared to say or do anything.
Yeah.
Not understanding that the strength is within the numbers. You guys control the league. You do. Do something with that power. Do not just sit there and be mute.
Don't.
Your children are going to grow up in this society. They're looking to you. Well, my dad didn't say anything. This is okay.
Right, and then right now, like these kids, we're in this era right now where we're radical, right? We are really protesting. We're speaking out on a lot of multiple things where these children are looking at us and they're getting that guidance from us right now, right? So if they do just sit quietly, that's going to let a lot of kids down, I believe.
That's the future then. The future's not looking bright.
It's crazy. I'm just hopeful that something happens.
Sooner than later.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. Somebody's going to have to say something because it's slavery. It really is.
I'd burn a jersey right now on set if I could.
For you to tell me I can't kneel during the national anthem and
Who said I can't pray right now during the national anthem?
Right.
You don't know if I'm praying or if I'm protesting.
Right. Or if I'm remembering those that have lost their lives. Like, you don't know what I'm doing, but I got to stand erect with my helmet under my arm, facing forward, facing the flag. No, that's not, no.
That ain't even my flag.
So, no, I'm hoping and praying, guys. Players, come on, form an alliance, get together, and do something. Overturn this. Do a nat
Y'all
turn.
can come together in the strip club and throw money and act stupid. Why don't you come together for this? Freaking idiots. Yeah,
that's not going to help them get together, I don't think.
Well, come see me. See about me, cuz. My page public.
They need to form something. So maybe later on this week or this month, they're going to maybe start coming out talking about it. But I haven't seen too many. Has Shannon Sharp even said anything?
I haven't had an opportunity to watch
Undisputed.
He's been really, like, I do know that he's been like big on like his LeBron campaign, but I'm not sure what he said about this.
I think Bomani Jones, he's just been posting. I haven't heard like a direct interview or statement from him.
I think everybody's being quiet right now until they figure out what the player association is going to do. Because again, like, this is really something that they should be all out in front of. And they did make an announcement that they did say that the players' rights were like, because they're supposed to consult the players on
Yeah,
all this.
it's the union. Like,
Per the CBA, the collective bargaining agreement, they're supposed to talk to the players before they just push something down like this, and they didn't. So it could be one of those things that it doesn't stand for long, but this fact that you all can go and sit in these meetings and just
dictate what we do.
basically.
Is Roger Goodell's position? Is he like? Does he have to like renew his contract every year
They already did.
for this coming season?
Not every year. He had a contract. They just renewed his contract, I believe, the beginning of this year. Jerry Jones was doing like a big push to not sign off on his contract initially, but you kind of knew that his contract was going to be renewed because of the money that he's made the owners.
While he's been in it forever. He came in like 2008, didn't he?
He might have been in the
I was trying to work for him in 2009. Thank God I didn't.
He was gonna work for him.
I didn't know it was gonna lead to this. But yeah, I was trying to get under his campaign when I graduated. Because I'm about sports medicine. So, well, thank you, God.
Hey, he got a plan.
He saved me. I dodged that bullet.
Because I've been throwing eggs at your car.
I would have been throwing eggs at myself. But I probably would have left if I worked for him and I knew all of this was happening. That was back in 2009 though, so I probably would have been gone anyway. But yeah, dodged that bullet.
Yeah, so I don't know. There you go. Get up, stand up. Please do.
So guys, boycotts.
Every player should wear black gloves.
That would be dope. Maybe we can create a movement. How can we get that across? I'll DM all the players that I know.
Let me stay out them DMs. You might get some unwanted attention back.
We can like both of us be in it, so it could be a group thing.
What? Not going in there. Not going in there.
So we hold each other accountable.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. I ain't going to nobody's DM.
But no, having a black glove or something to stand in solidarity with each other. I think that would be dope. Like if they all walk out holding hands or something like united, like a united front or something. So even if they hold their hands during the anthem, they'll still get fined, huh?
The policy written says that they are to stand at a position of attention with their helmet under their left arm facing the flag.
They got to come up with something.
And the home teams are responsible for the colors. That's what it says.
They'll come up with something. I have hopes. I'm hoping.
You're a little bit more
High hopes.
optimistic than I am. I've become rather
We got
rigid
some
as I
players.
get older.
We got some players that
I
ain't
really feel
gonna
like I'm
stand for
becoming
that.
like Malcolm. Like I want to just grab a rifle and just go stand in front of the stadium. But then
Yeah, you can't do that.
I'd probably
Yeah.
be shot these days.
Yeah, you would. You would.
They shooting folks with cell phones. I know they're gonna shoot me with a rifle.
Speaking of cell phones, before we end, and speaking of Black Lives Matter, there is an app that I think that every melanated person should have. The ACLU has released an app. Let me find it. It's called ACLU Blue. Will this show if I put it on the camera? So if you are ever pulled over by any police officer, you can record the whole entire interaction. You can upload pictures. You can contact your network so that if you feel unsafe, it can call an emergency, what do you call it? Emergency responder.
So you gonna call the police on the police?
In the area.
So I'm calling the police on the police.
Pretty much.
I don't know. I need somebody else. I need Al Sharpton on this speed dial or something.
You know, I spoke at his conference. He's pretty cool.
What's this one called? ACLU?
ACLU
AC.
Blue. And so you can record. This is just a test, but it records everything that's going on. It's recording now. And then you can send it to anyone. And you also can identify your rights as a American. If you are pulled over, it tells you everything that you should do and things that you can say no to. So just share that out with your networks and your community. I think that's very, very beneficial for us to have right in our pockets. So we know what we can say no to and what will keep us safer.
Do something smart with that smartphone. Get off Instagram, Snapchat.
Yep. And again, it's ACLU Blue.
There you go. Let us know what y'all think about today and this NFL ban situation. What the players should do, any ideas? How are you going to protest? Are you going to protest? Are you still going to watch football? Does this really even matter to you at all?
Protest?
I hope Black lives matter to you. All lives should matter to you. But you know, let's
Black
come
lives
together
matter.
finally and stand in one accord.
Yeah.
You can find us on social media. You can catch me at Kirk_N_out.
Shy Show Bob _. All right, y'all. Make sure you stand up. We'll see you next week.
Peace.